Hello, Jacqueline Whitaker here with my Module 4 STEM Resource Review. The book that I'm recommending to you is The Essential Engineer by Henry Petrowski. I read this book in the winter. It combines science and engineering. It has a lot of personal stories from the author, who is an engineer, and it's mixed with content. It also paints realistic pictures of careers in STEM. I recommend this because I think it's a good read to start in STEM literature. There's not a lot of overcomplicated things in it, and it's easy to understand. It breaks down the components of science and engineering, filled with real-world examples. It cultivates my own STEM identity because it shows me how aspects of STEM work together, specifically science and engineering, and it identifies global problems. The movie that I watched was The Imitation Game. This movie is based on a true story from World War II. There's a mathematician who's trying to break the Enigma, the German code that's used in the war. And essentially what he's doing is building the first computer, but that's not his only hurdle that he faces. There's a lot of ethical things that go on in the movie, but I don't want to give too much away. I recommend this because it's a very strong foundation in mathematics and coding. There's also a woman who is one of the main characters who you would not see back in World War II time period being strong in mathematics and helping out, so that's really neat. Also, the main character is the underdog. He's a little bit different, and it just makes you want to root for him. It cultivates my own STEM identity because it is an inspirational movie. One of the popular quotes from it is, "Sometimes it's the very people who no one imagines anything of who do the things no one can imagine." I think that the lessons in this movie can be used in my personal life as I relate to STEM, but also in my professional life as I help my students encounter struggles that they have. The podcast, I listen to a lot of podcasts, and so I got to listen to several episodes of this one. It's Her STEM Story, and the person who runs it, Prasha Dutra, she moved to the United States a decade ago to pursue her STEM career. This focuses on STEM careers and women in STEM. I recommend this because there is a wide variety of guests and topics, mental health, STEM culture, turning successes into failures, confidence. It also deals with many real-world issues. It cultivates my own STEM identity because it shows well-rounded STEM, and it inspires me just to see what women are doing in the fields of STEM. And the place that I visited was the North Museum in Lancaster, PA. When I got there, I was excited to see that their June focus was engineering, and so I got this packet from them that gives you a lot of engineering tips and tricks. It's a 3-floor museum. There's a lot of exhibits and things for you to see. I recommend this because there is a large focus on STEM. They had many activity stations which gave you engineering challenges, many concrete ideas for the classroom, but it also highlighted STEM careers. There were these little boxes you see at the bottom all over the museum, and it gave you a lot of careers that are highlighted in the STEM field that you may not think about. It cultivates my own STEM identity because it reinforces what I do in the classroom. It gave me ideas, reinforced things I'm already doing that have a strong STEM base. It also inspires me just to see all the careers that are in STEM and everything that you can do with a degree in STEM. Overall, I really enjoyed this activity because I think that it gave a hands-on look at everything that you can do with STEM and how it just kind of re-inspired me to really incorporate STEM into my personal life and my professional life. Thank you.